Welcome, everyone. What better way to end the weekend than the NBA on 2K Sports? With Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke, this is Brian Anderson. Joining us from the sidelines, Allie LaForce. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's Parker in at the 4. Sadaransky passes to Parker. The 3 is up. No good. Here's Papanikolaou, covered by Sadaransky to the right side. From deep, and that one's good. Zinkov.
First bucket of the evening. Now both teams are really looking to exploit matchups here.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
Here's Fall. Parker outside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. Outside Fournier. And a miss there on the triple.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Pass to Anderson. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Fournier with a rebound. They set the pick. Here's Papanikolaou. Jacks up a 3. It's hauled in by Fall. Anderson for 3. Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
It's all about mindset out of the gate. If you're aggressive and they give you room, go ahead, let it fly.
Here's Papanikolaou. Boom! He jams it straight down.
Just disrespectful. If the D gives him a clear path to the hoop, he will take it.
Let's just say they were a little slow to react there.
Yeah, and despite his restrictions offensively, you still have to close off the lane or he'll burn you.
To the inside. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Parker, a screen on Fournier. Down low. It's picked off. Here's the break. There's a screen. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's the 3. Right wing. Here's Zinkov. Anderson covers. And And that one's good. Vezenkov's got 7 points in the game.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Back to Satoransky. Shot clock at 5. 4-3. And he misses again. Now 0 for 3. We've got 1:13 left in the first. Here's Papanikolaou. Three-pointer off the mark.
Let's give some credit to the defense for how they're guarding this guy right now, because they're refusing to let him get comfortable.
Anderson passes to Fall. And here's Parker. Satoransky outside. Fournier covering. Fade away. Gets the 3 to Fall.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
35 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Vezenkov. Stripped away. Now Satoransky. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the point.
For the away team, Cody.
And that one falls. That puts him up 1 point in the game now.
An efficient night from the line. This is a guy who puts in the work and it pays dividends.
Pass to Evans. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
And despite the size mismatch, getting a little aggressive down there in the paint.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
Can't get it to drop.
Boy, a miss like that will drive any scorer crazy, especially with the defender giving a cushion.
Out to the right wing. Here's Vesely. Here's Metu. 4 on the clock. Shoots it from the high post. The shot won't fall. Pass to Evans. It's stolen. Here's Dorsey. Still without a bucket. And we're now about a minute into the second quarter of play.
Man, he made sure to get his money's worth on that foul.
He's getting his first free throw attempts of the night now. And he knocks down the first one. And he makes both free throws. Over to the wing. Here's Vesely. No good with the triple. Here's Evans. Puts up a 3. Sinks the tray. Evans has got 5.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Pass to Metu. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Peters. To the left side wing. Goes back up. They get the rebound. From downtown, he drops it from range.
They're shooting the 3 extremely well this quarter. Be fun to see if they can keep it up.
With some arc, He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. And here in the second quarter of action, just a hair under 2.5 minutes played. Here's Evans. Hits the trifecta. Give him 8.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
Picked it out of midair. 3 on 3. Here's Dorsey. There's the drive. No good with the finger roll.
Boy, that's the kind of look this offense is designed to create. That's just a tough miss.
And it's Dorsey with the rebound.
He is just so deadly from out there. You expect that to fall.
And there's the screen. Here's Peters. He buries it from 3. Peters has got 6 in the quarter.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Here's Vesely, and he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Now, B.A., you know they would love for him to get more of those opportunities.
Well, that would cut into the deficit quickly if he does.
Away team foul. Blackburn people. First personal foul. Second team foul.
1:14 left in the second quarter.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
There's a screen by Metu. And yes, it goes. Got a little English on that one.
In the first half, you want to stay aggressive, but you also want to be careful. That is his second foul already.
First free throw is good.
Evans taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
Yeah, they're playing a much more physical game here in the second quarter.
There's a screen by Metu. Drills it from deep. 5 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
To the paint. Ooh, it's stolen away. Here's the break. Pass to Evans. They set the pick. Lets it go from deep. Doesn't go that time. Here's Vesely. He gets it up. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And the first half now in the books. They're up by 10. And we'll be right back after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
You know what time it is.
No sloppy passes, no easy giveaways, no big mistakes. They're keeping it tight like Kenny Pants over there, Ernie.
And during that first half, and that's a wrap on.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. Here's Papanikolaou. And it's Satoransky in at the 1. Pass to Fournier. Fires the 3. Counted from distance. Fournier's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game. Right wing. And here's Parker. Yet to see a basket. Clock at 6. And he hits the jumper for 2. Covered by Satoransky. The 3 ball. Satoransky pulls it in.
It's tough to get open in this league, and when you do, it hurts not to capitalize.
Parker, and Parker throws it down.
A strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. Pass to Vezinkov. Beyond the arc. And he can't get that one. Vezinkov's gone just 1 for 4 from deep. Anderson for 3. He can't get it to go. Outside Fournier. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that open.
Back to Parker. It's Anderson on the wing. And finished off by Anderson.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus. Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building. Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chipping.
Here's Vezinkov. 7 points in the game. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Back to Parker. And Parker throws it down.
Terrific energy at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Covered by Satoransky. Driving to the basket. Here's Fall. The kick out to Fournier. They still need this. Connects from downtown. Fournier's got 6 here in the quarter.
Wow, 5 consecutive threes. This defense looking very frustrated right now.
There's a screen. Three-pointer. Knocks down the long J.
Overall, their shot selection has been much better here in the second half. We'll see if the rest of their game follows suit.
Oh, and there's a one-hand jam.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
That's got to be a little bit deflating to the defense, guys. Getting kicked when you're down. My goodness.
1:03 left in the third quarter. Nice move. And it's Satoransky laying it in. Satoransky's gotten his first points in this one.
Yeah, I really like their game plan offensively coming out of the half. They've been efficient and effective, but they're still chasing the lead.
And that one's good. Vezinkov.
Such a multi-talented threat on the offensive end, and you love his confidence.
Out to the right wing. Parker finds Anderson. 36 seconds left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the drive. And finished off by Anderson.
Flying in with the one-hand slam.
That right there was a statement finish. Covered by Satoransky. And the layup falls.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Driving inside. Out left to the wing. For 3. Knocks down the triple. 13 points in the game. The third quarter comes to a close. Up 6. And we're coming right back. Be sure to stay with us as we get set. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
Now, I know he's a big man, but he's got some point guard in him if he's making passes like this.
I'll tell you, in today's game, you want skill and decision-making at every position.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we'll start the 4th in what is still anybody's ball game.
This defense just can't stay connected to shooters.
Here's Evans. Trying to come right back with a 3 of his own, but it's no good. Tries a spin move. And there's the lob. Corner shot. That one's off. He's 4 for 9. Snatched away. To the middle. Here's Peters. About 1 minute played here in the 4th quarter. Pass to Evans. Just 5 to shoot. Nice jump shot from the top of the key. And their biggest problem so far, taking care of the ball.
Yeah, they've made some great plays, but way too many turnovers.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in the 4th. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
I mean, he had the right idea, but his timing was just a little off, and it resulted in a goaltend.
They still have time to make this a game.
But they really need to focus in because they let this game get away from them a little bit.
And the 3 off target.
Well, you're trying to answer the 3, but you force up a shot that he would have been better off passing up.
Foul. First team foul. Substitution on the court.
Moving along, 2 minutes gone in the 4th. Pass to Dorsey. Lets the 3 fly. The shot off that time.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Parker, the screen. Fires the 3. On target from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Here's Evans. There's a screen. Driving in. And that one is stuffed right through.
And just a great screen.
And they got a high-powered finish out of it.
And my question is, where was the help? Someone rotate over and challenge.
Rebounded by Evans. Inside. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul. Second
And he
team
just
foul.
powered through contact trying to complete the play.
It's both from the stripe. Grant, it seems like teams today are much more data-driven than in years past.
Yeah, I agree, B.A. It's much more sophisticated. And, of course, coaches and executives are still watching the games and forming their gut opinions. But now those impressions can be cross-checked with the numbers.
Boy, not sure what happened on that one. Just an unforced error.
We've got 1:48 left in the game. Pure from three-point range. Evans has got 19 points.
Woo! That man is laser focused. Now, that's bad defense for a team that has a long way to go to catch up.
Well, credit the offense, though. If you're going to come with casual defensive effort, this team's responsibility is to take advantage, and they do. He needs to look to try to drive inside and get going. That outside shot is simply not there.
Out to the wing to end the run. Good. That's his 5th bucket in 9 attempts.
Well, as usual, this guy cooking on the offensive end, but right now, the other guys on his team have got to step forward.
Here's Dorsey. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Dorsey's got 6 here in the quarter.
Looking to close things out, that might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
Sinks the tray.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
Yeah, playing with great energy and great effort. And as a coach, you'd love to see this from your team every single night.
Not watching the line there. That'll be a backcourt violation.
Away team ball.
Off the inbound pass. Doesn't go. That's his 5th miss out of 10 tries. Here's Evans. .24 seconds left to play in the 4th quarter of this one. Shot clock at 6. Fires away from way outside. Can't hit that one. Parker left side. And so they get the victory here at home. A clean win, and one where they clearly...
The NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. I'm Kevin Harlan, joined by Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson, with David Aldridge roaming the sideline. It's Athens facing the home team. A look at the starting group for Athens. We've got Yurtsevin, and it's Osman in at the power forward position. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Pass to Yurtsevin. Here's Osman. Launches it. It's up and it's off the mark. He's 0 for 1. Here's Vezenkov. And a miss there on the triple. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Takes a three. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And that'll start us off already. You can feel the tension in this arena.
And sometimes getting that first bucket puts momentum in your corner, but we'll just have to see.
Here's Vezenkov. Here's Papanikolaou. Here's the screen. 6 to shoot. Trains it from beyond the arc.
Hey, they've broken the seal. 3 misses to start, but now they're in business.
About a minute and a half through the first quarter. It's blocked. And here comes the break. The pull-up. It's hauled in by Athens.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
Pass to Yurtsevin. A three-pointer is right on target. He's got 6.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Fournier. Shoots the 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. From deep three-point territory. And it's Osman missing. One-on-one here. There's a screen. Fournier gets a wide-open look. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
And that one's good. Osman.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those. Obviously, this guy has a talent for scoring. Able to problem problem solve for whatever the defense tosses at him.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
Here's Lucas. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Used the pick to perfection and got all the way to the rim.
There's 1:47 left in the first. The offensive rebound. Pass to Vezenkov. A miss that time. Would have put him up.
He just looks off this quarter. Looks like he's forcing it a bit right now. A little bit in his head.
Puts up a deep three. Fall with the rebound.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball on the three-point line.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And 1:01 left to play in the first quarter. Trying to come right back with the three of his own. It's no good. Here's Vezenkov. Releases from the wing and drills it. Vezenkov's got 5.
Just outstanding distribution. This is the kind of team chemistry that you love to see.
Osman, the pass to Slukas. Lets it go from deep. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. They set the pick. Pass to Fall. Back to Fournier. From past the arc. Connects from three-point range. He's got 5. Athens trails by 6. Deflects the pass. They need this. Second shot opportunity. Snatched up. Hernan Gomez. And at last, they get one to fall.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Substitution on the court.
Here's none. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. And they're scoring pretty well as we conclude the first quarter. Up by 4. And we'll get the second quarter up. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. Guys, what's your take on the home team so far?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Making it as difficult as possible for the offense to find clean looks. Great stuff.
Taking a look at Athens. Here's Brown and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Now here's Evans. He's covered closely. From the wing, buries the jump shot. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for Athens. 6-point game. Out left to the wing. Nunn with it. Working on Dorsey. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. On Wednesday and then on Thursday.
And looking at the schedule, it isn't ideal in terms of the upcoming games with the amount of quality teams they're going to be playing. But it's also a good chance for you to get some confidence and really see just how good you are.
Evans against Brown. Fires the 3. Nice shot by Evans. Evans has got his second bucket of the night.
Yeah, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Just over 1 minute has passed here in the second quarter. It's up a 3. His first shot is a miss. 0 for 1 to start the contest. They set the screen. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Athens trails by 9. Evans moving the ball around. Here's Nunn. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
He knows his job on the glass, and he does it well, cleaning it up and sending it right back.
And the wide open shot from Evans. That doesn't go either for Evans. Pass to Nunn. Three-pointer. The shot goes in. First of the night. He's 1 for 3 to start the game.
When guys are moving the ball, sharing it, it makes the game so much more fun, both as a player and as a fan.
Here's Peters. Here's the three. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
Fires from deep. Misses that one. He's made 1 and missed 2 this game so far. And the three ball is good.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
He gives up a bit of size at the center position, but his leaping ability, well, let's just say that makes up for it.
Brown against Evans. And he drives in, and Evans with a stuff.
Oh, inflicting some punishment with the two-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Brown. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
From deep, Evans drills the three-pointer. Evans has got 10 points in the quarter.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter.
1:06 left to play here in the second quarter. It's tipped. And they're on the break. Here's Dorsey. Sinks the three-pointer.
They've been outstanding from beyond the arc this quarter. Their percentage has been climbing steadily.
Out to the wing. Corner shot. Tries again. Off with the layup. There's 39 seconds left to play here in the half. Here's the screen. Pass to Peters. That one rolling around and rims out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Brown outside. The tray hits it from three-point range. Brown's got 5. 1 second left. The shot, no good. And so that's the end of the first half. They're up by 11. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Offense is clicking right now. They're playing high-quality ball, selfless. I'm surprised they're not up by more.
That being said,
New topic. That'll do it for our show.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. We've got Evan Fournier, and it's Panathinaikos in at the small forward position. There's Lucas. Lays it up off the glass. And for Athens, we've got Yurtseven, and it's Hernan Gomez in at the 3. It's Fournier on the wing. There's Lucas. And that one off the back of the rim and in. He's got 6. Outside Fournier. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens. From the arc. A second chance effort. Out to the right wing. He's guarded by Fournier. Clock at 4. And finally they hit one.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Pass to Vezenkov. Takes a three. And no good that time. Athens trails by 5. 90 seconds now into the second half. The three. Fournier pulls it down.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
The three-pointer, no good. Lets it go with the three. And it's Vezenkov missing.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Hernan Gomez missed inside. Hernan Gomez has gone 1 of 3 from the field here. Can they get it? Drills it from outside. Panathinaikos got his second basket of the night.
Finally, they get one to drop. That's one of their first 4 here in the third.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Athens with another miss. Here's Vezenkov. He has 5. Picked him clean. And now Athens on the break.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
There's the triple. Here's Osman. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Osman's got 5 now.
Tremendous vision. Passing out of the shot. That's great decision making.
Outside Fournier. A minute 42 left in the third quarter. It's his first trip to the line.
First personal foul.
And that one falls for Fournier.
At the line for 2, Evan Fournier.
And so Fournier nails both of them. Athens trails by 7. Pass to Yurtsevin. 1:31 left to play here in the third. There's Lucas. Another 3 for Athens.
In the second half, we've seen him refocus his shooting. Much fewer wasted possessions.
Here's Vezenkov. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. 1:05 left in the third quarter. There's Lucas. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Pass to Panathinaikos. Three-pointer. It's hauled in by Athens.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
There's the screen. There's Lucas. No good on the 3.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, it's all about clock management with these situations. Let's see how it plays out. After sinking 1 triple in the first quarter, he nails another one in the second quarter. He's got it going on.
There's Lucas. Athens with another miss. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Up by 7. And we'll be back right after this. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
You've got to admire the vision just as much as the accuracy. Not many players can even spot that pass.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. And for Athens, this one for three. Peters grabs the miss. Here's the break. On up the court. Now Dorsey. Shot from the wing. Doesn't go for him. Pass to Brown. Going inside. Second chance shot. Launches from deep. From beyond the arc and then some.
And that's right in his wheelhouse. Looking to make an impact when it counts.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Now, here's Nunn. Clock at 6. Brown outside. Over Evans. Brown's shot is good. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. From deep, Evans. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And what kind of defense was that? You can't give up wide open threes like that. What are you doing?
And Athens calls time here. Teams changing it up here. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Hey, Kevin. The head coach for Athens talked to his team during that timeout. He told us, guys, I need you all to come together right now on both ends. This game is not over. You need to go out there and take control now. See how it looks coming out of the timeout, guys.
Thank you, David. Hits the three-point bomb.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
Here's Lucas. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark.
Number 44. First personal foul. First team foul.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. It's Evans on the wing. No good with the triple. Athens trails by 8. There's Lucas. A three-pointer off the mark.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
Yeah, and the risk now is that he gets inside his own head. Time to take deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, and let the game come to you.
Takes the three. Bangs home the trifecta.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
And here's Evans outside. Knocks down the three ball.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. No problems knocking that one down. Evans has got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to it?
Yeah, just keep feeding him. That guy is a man on a mission. And the defense, well, they don't have much of an answer.
Out to the right wing. Nunn wide open. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim.
Nice ball movement there. Delivered the pass right on time.
Nunn's gone 3 of 6 shooting from the field, 50% so far. Here's Vezenkov. Misses the 3, and he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. 50 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Drives to the...
Wow. Goodness. Man. Wow. We are going to remember that one for a while.
I know I will, Greg. That was special. That was really special. Evans outside. Fires the 3. We've got 28 seconds left in the fourth quarter. 5 to shoot. Here's Vezenkov. Misses the chippy right there.
Can't waste any time here.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Nunn passes to Slukas. Places one from 3.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Here's Dorsey. And here's Evans outside. No good. And so they get the victory here at home. That was a fun night of basketball. Fabulous finish as they continued to wait out until the very last moment to seal it.
And they're... Hey everybody, we're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Along with Grant Hill and Brent Barry and our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. This is Brian Anderson. We've got the visitors facing the home team and the starting group for Athens. And he gets it to go.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
Yeah, APB sent out to try to find out where the defense is. Inexcusable.
Drains the triple.
Defensively, you have to stay connected to him on the perimeter.
Count it. 1 for 1 to start the game.
That's exactly what you work for, a high percentage look.
Satoransky right side. Over to the left wing. Parker the screen. Lets it fly. And it's good. Off the back rim and in.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Hernan Gomez. The pass to Osman. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. The shot misses. Excellent D there from Parker. To the paint. Here's Fall. And he dunks it. What a pass to set him up.
This is why you put the ball in his hands. An accurate pass hitting a moving target.
Pass to Yurtseven. And he banks in the layup.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Outside, Anderson. From 18 feet away. And he gets it to go off the front iron.
Well, they can't miss. 4 for 4 and warming up the burners.
Now Hernan Gomez.
Home team foul. Satoransky. First personal foul. First team foul.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. No good on the quick three.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Pass to Fall. Parker with it. The steal. Hernan Gomez with it. Guarded now by Anderson. Drops in the three. 7 points in the game.
Such an effective shooter. If you lose track of him defensively, he's going to make you pay.
Oh, they pick off the pass. Satoransky with the steal. Parker outside. Parker the screen. Satoransky left side. Back to Parker. 6 on the shot clock. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Athens with it. First quarter of play, and we're about 3 minutes in. The three sinks it from distance.
Zero defense. You can't let a good shooter have the wide open three.
Takes it inside. Satoransky outside. Pass to Parker. And Parker throws it down.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
1:25 left in the first. Good on the bucket.
You can tell he's feeling it. Hasn't missed a single shot all quarter.
Picked his pocket. Pass to Osman. To the left wing. Osman on the wing. Back to Yurtseven. Hey, expanding his range. And again, it's Athens with a three.
The big story thus far, how well they've shot the rock.
Fall. And he jams it home with authority.
And he's playing the game with a certain flair right now.
Oh, he caps off the move with a little hang time on the rim. No good with a layup.
Despite the miss, Those are the kind of looks coaches hope to create.
And here's Sadaransky. Down low. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Sadaransky with the steal. Offline with a 3. Athens leading by 4. Here's Hernan Gomez. And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for 2.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Athens shooting their first free throws here tonight. The first free throw is good.
2 shots.
And that's good as he hits both shots. 12 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. To the inside. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Yeah, undersized guys with athleticism do these kind of things, playing above the rim. Love to see him get up like that.
The baskets were coming early and often in the first quarter. It's Athens. They're up by 4. And we'll get the second. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter of action so far. All right, let's take a look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for Athens.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense, getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
Sometimes the offense can be keyed by just quick possession. So you get a steal and you can get out in transition. They seem to be very focused on that end of the floor.
Just 3 to shoot from deep 3-point range. Doesn't go, and he's 0 for 1 from the floor.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
And for Athens, hey, here's none for 3. And Metu pulls it down. Here's Vesely. Oh, deflected and stolen by Brown. And that one is stuffed right through.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
And nobody putting out much of an effort to stop him.
Surprising, in a close game, a lack of energy on defense.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Here's Nunn. An easy 2 on the layup. Nunn's gotten his first basket of the night.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
To the wing on the left. Defended by Brown. Buries it from 3. And so Brown will bring it up for Athens. 3-point lead. That one drops for him. Nunn's got his second bucket of the night.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
A quick shot there. It's off target. And so it's Athens with it. Fires for 3. Second chance effort, and he sinks the layup. And it's a 7-point Athens lead.
Looks like we're starting to see a pattern here. Not afraid to get in the paint and get wet.
Out to the wing. Back to Metu. Defended by Brown. There's a screen by Metu. To the middle. There's the steal. Outside Nunn. All sorts of time. And the jumper is good. Nunn's got 6 here in the quarter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
Misses the 3. Used the pump fake well, but he couldn't capitalize. Pass to Brown. 3-pointer. Gets the 3 to fall. Brown's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Kind of like playing in the rec league, little to no defense on that possession, and the easiest 3-pointer you can imagine.
Ooh, took him no time at all to get that one.
and both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
1:14 left in the first half. 6 to shoot. From 15 feet away, the bank shot, no good. 3 on 3. To the wing, right side. He drops it from range.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
There's the drive. That one goes. Count it. Brown's got 5 now.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
It's intercepted. In transition. And from the field after that one, 3 for 4 now. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. There's a screen by Metu. And stolen by Nunn. And here's the fast break. Drains the jumper to finish off the break. And it's a 12-point Athens lead.
That's 3 buckets in a row off assist.
Wing shot on the way. The shot comes out.
That's gotta frustrate him. He knows he should have made that one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
Substitution on the court.
And here's Brown for 3. And so it's Athens going into the break up 12. We hear teams talk about wanting to get the ball inside, but this is how you do it. We'll be right back with you shortly.
I think about when I was coming up, the emphasis on protecting the ball. It's not always demanded of guys now.
That's been the... All right, fellas. That does it for half.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Here's Satoransky. So on the floor for Athens. Out left to the wing. They set a pick. Pass to Anderson. Now here's Parker. 5 to shoot. No good from outside. Athens leading by 12. Goes up and lays it in nice and easy.
A great move. I mean, the defense has no response.
Well, just ripping through right there as he finds the open spot and gets right through there. High basketball IQ play. Now, that play never gets old. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
Covered by Satoransky. To the left side wing. Can't connect from short range. And a big issue for them, turnovers.
Yeah, you just can't give away possessions in this league.
Great open look there. 9 points in the game.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Just over 1.5 minutes have passed in the third quarter. And the shot goes in.
And they're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
Covered by Satoransky, and looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Yeah, everybody saw that one. That was pretty blatant there.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Now here's Sadaransky to the right side. Parker outside. Pass to Sadaransky. Clock at 6. Nails it from 3. Now just a 5-point Athens lead.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Hernan Gomez, the pass to Osman. And here's your 7. Here's Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. 1 free throw coming his way.
You know, they're really being bullied right now defensively. 8 of the last 10 points have come from inside.
1:57 left in the third. Out to the right wing. Pass to Fall. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
Yeah, possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
And it's all from 3-point range. With the drive. A minute 20 left to play in the third quarter here. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Athens leading by 6. Here's your 7. Athens shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. And the first one at the line is good.
2 shots.
So he gets them both. Here's Sadaransky. Anderson drives. And finished off by Anderson.
And just a lack of fight right now on the defensive end.
Right? At least on that slam it was. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
You have to credit the aggressiveness offensively, because that's when you make a play when you really need it.
Hits a 3-pointer. He has 7.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed and getting out on him.
Parker passes to Sadaransky. Back to Parker. Here's Fall. Just 5 to shoot. Parker outside. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Athens leading by 9. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Fall. Down low. Shot's good by Sadaransky. Sadaransky's got 5.
It's nice to see they're not settling for 3-pointers. These guys are putting in the work inside.
Misses a 3. And so it's Athens closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Really mucking it up on defense. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th quarter.
Oh, what great action we've seen tonight. Hard to imagine a more entertaining game.
No, this is about as high octane a game as you're going to find.
And for Athens, there's a screen by Metu. And the 3 off target.
He really suffocated him there, guys. Just excellent work.
Brown scanning the floor. It's tipped. Nunn defends. Here's Metu. Gets the 3 ball to go.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
Yeah, pretty infectious right here. Guys in good spirits, and percentages from downtown on the rise in the second half.
And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
Almost converts despite the contact.
And both free throws good for Brown.
Making shots at the line. You need a good routine, and he certainly has one.
Here's Metu. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Not putting his head down. He continues to produce with the team trailing.
Hey, how's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
Good job to recognize the opportunity. That's just very solid offense.
And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark. Oh, got a piece of it. There's a screen by Metu. Sends it home from three-point land.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Excellent D there from Parker. Fast break, here we go. He gets it in there. And now it's just a 2-point Athens lead.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
And Athens calls time here. And as we head down the stretch, these players are focused on absorbing their coach's game plan and also drinking some Gatorade so their bodies will be well hydrated for the minutes ahead. Ball, he's checked in for Metu. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hi guys, the head coach for Athens had some instructions for his guys during the break. This might be a close late game, but don't tell coach. They were cool as a cucumber in the huddle, and I think that resonates with their players. We'll see if that approach works. Brian?
Thanks for that, Allie. To tie it up. And the layup is up and in. And this game is tied up now.
Yeah, there was a lack of intensity in the first half, but these teams have now turned it up.
You asked for those hustle plays earlier in the game. We're seeing them now.
Fires in the triple.
That's exactly the kind of shooting you need down the stretch to win games.
1:49 left in the final quarter. Pass to fall. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. 23 points in the game.
And how's this for a response? I mean, these teams are just going at each other from downtown.
Wide open look. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. We've got 1:23 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Oh, and they take the lead.
He's done so much damage from beyond the arc, and he's still hitting those big shots.
Game is on the line. He wants the ball. No one on D stepped up to stop it.
Neither team able to build a lead and sustain it.
After 6 lead changes, it feels like it could come down to one big play.
Out to the right wing. Here's Parker. Yes!
There is absolutely no fear in his eyes. He loves the moment.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And if you can't force the turnover on that play, then that's not a bad foul.
Ooh, he knocks down the clutch free throw. And so he's good on both free throws, and that gives him a lead.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
32 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Third team foul. Shooting for Athens, number 4. At the line for two.
He gets the first, and that'll put him up 2. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 3-point game. The home team calls timeout. What do you think is going to be their best move at this point?
With the time left, I think they've got to be looking for a quick shot here.
.32 seconds left to play in the fourth. Parker, a screen on Nunn. .20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. They set the screen. No good from 3-point range.
After clawing their way back in, that was a chance to even things up.
I'm not sure, but that could be a game-changing miss. He wanted that bad.
First free throw is good, and that gives him a 4-point cushion.
Taking 2 shots.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Breathe easy now. The biggest free throws in the game, and he's coming through.
Laces one from 3.
Willing passers, unselfish play. You have to appreciate this kind of offense.
5 ticks left in the fourth quarter. From deep 3-point land. And so it's Athens winning this one. And this was an emotional win for them, no doubt about it.
Welcome, everyone, to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. David Aldridge is on our sideline. It'll be the visiting team and the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Fall. Then there's Anderson, and it's Zadaransky in at the point guard position. Now here's Fournier. Here's the three. Fall with the rebound. He's guarded by Fournier. Here's Anderson, and the layup is good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Parker, right side, and the dunk by Parker.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now.
Well, you know what? You don't want to do too much to get an opponent riled up. You got to be mindful of that.
Here's Panathinaikos. For the three. Fall with the rebound. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking them.
Back to Anderson. There's the pick. 6 on the shot clock. Off target with his 3.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
From deep three-point land. And it's Vezenkov missing.
Boy, they are frigid right now. I mean, failing to connect on their first 4 attempts.
And Satoransky kicks to Anderson. Traps in the tray. Anderson's got 5.
And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
And now Parker pushing it up. Whoa! Can you believe that?
Turned up and turned out. Throwing it down. Come on.
Pass to Fall. Satoransky covering. To end the drought. Nice jump shot. Good.
Took a little time, but they get one to go. Maybe they're warmed up now.
Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. To the wing right side. Fournier pulls it down.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Here's Vezenkov, covered by Parker. And it's Vezenkov missing.
Tell you what, guys, you don't see that often. I mean, when he's this open, usually it's lights out.
The shot by Satoransky, no good. Down low. And he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Yeah, you know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative and make something happen.
First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Here's Satoransky, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Hey, they've got a nice, comfortable lead here, fellas. Might as well keep it simple. Do it a plain, simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
There's a minute left to play in the first. Parker outside. Launches it. Good on the triple. 5 points in the game.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
That one from long range.
The real. Come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Pass to Satoransky. To come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Fournier gets a wide open look, buries it from 3-point range.
And Fournier has been an absolutely lights out long distance shooter every season he's been in the league.
Here's Anderson, and he lays it straight in. Anderson's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
3 seconds left, and that's good for 2.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Offense, the order of the day as the first quarter comes to a close. They lead by 4, and we'll get things. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Yeah, and you know, so many of their hoops came off an assist, which is a good sign of ball movement and sharing that ball.
And the D has gotten a little bit laxed here defending the triple.
They've got Metu, and it's Abrinas in at the 3-second.
And And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Here's Laprovitola. Pass to Abrinas. Shot clock at 6. Here's Laprovitola. No good on the triple. Quarter number 2 with just over a minute gone. From deep, Evans. Another shot. Here's Milutinov. The rebound by Medu. Covered by Evans. Good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Buries the long-range jumper. Evans has got 6 here in this quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Here's Laprovitola. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Evans with it. He's got 6. There's the 3. The rebound by Medu. Laprovitola passes to Medu. Here's Abrinas. On the top of the key. Pass to Laprovitola. And he's good on the 3-ball. Laprovitola's got his second bucket tonight.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Now here's Evans. Defense right on him. Peters. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. Here's Abrinas. Lets it go from deep. Kept alive. Vesely kicks to Abrinas. Evans feeling it out a bit. Sinks the triple. Evans has got 9.
Yet another 3. Once we hit the second quarter, it just seems as if those threes just started to fall like raindrops.
Here's Abrinas. Here's Vesely. And then Vesely with the dunk.
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
And why not? A little salt in the wound. The more plays they make like that, the more they'll have these guys reeling and on the ropes.
Laprovitola passes to Medu. Fires the 3. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 5.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Dorsey. Evans outside. Here's Dorsey. There's a good screen. Kicks it out to Evans. Puts up a deep 3. Doesn't go either for Evans. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Here's Abrinas. Nothing on the board. Pass to Vesely. Here's Medu. Shoots the 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Medu's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
You know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
And so we wrap up the first half. Up 10. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit.
Hey, these guys are a bunch of artists, man. You know why? They live for the paint.
Oh, that joke was...
And now let's... And that about wraps.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. They've got Fall, and it's Papanikolaou in at the 3, the small forward. It's Fournier on the wing. To the left wing, pocket 6. Here's Vezenkov. His three-pointer's off the mark.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against him.
We've got Satoransky, Parker out there with Fall, and there's Anderson. Right side Fournier, and it's thrown down hard with both hands.
Boy, you've got to corral Fournier on these pick and rolls. I mean, he just knows how to pick the defense apart if you don't.
Satoransky against Fournier. Right wing. From past the arc. Fall with the rebound.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
And Fournier can do a little bit of everything out there, including passing the ball.
Vezenkov's gone 50% from the field, 3 of 6. Right around a minute and a half played here in the third quarter. To the left side wing. Trains the three-pointer. 10 points for him.
An elite scorer, demonstrating once again how fast he can fill it up.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, Commissioner Silver has been direct. The NBA is hoping for more competitive All-Star games. Said as much before, but last year's high-scoring All-Star game did precede the league's not-so-subtle move to cut down on foul calls and allow for more defense overall. They are trying to get it right. Kevin?
And it couldn't be a great game without defense, so we like the direction. DA, thank you.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Fournier against Satoransky. Pass to Anderson. They set the pick. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. A solo fast break.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
Satoransky with it. It's tipped. Here's Vezenkov. He's got 10 to the inside. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
It's certainly been an impressive run. They finally found the right formula to break down the defense.
Anderson in the post. Just 5 to shoot. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The first free throw is good.
Parker. 2 shots.
And Parker drops them both.
And that's the norm for him. He's pretty much automatic when he's at the line.
Satoransky covering. Pass to Fournier. Excellent D there from Parker. 58 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Out to the wing. From outside the arc. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. And here's the fast break. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And the first one drops. And he makes both free throws. They play the clock right, then go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Parker, right side. Back to Satoransky. Parker sets the screen for Satoransky. Out to Parker. The shot's good on the assist by Satoransky. Satoransky's got 3 assists tonight.
And you can see he just caught a glimpse of the open man on the perimeter and immediately got him the basketball.
Inside, stolen by Anderson. And here they come. Pulls up on the wing. It's not going to go for him. Well, it's been an exciting game. Plenty of offense as we head to the 4th quarter. They're up by 5. And after a quick break, we're going to... And it's been a...
basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you exciting NBA action. I'm Brian Anderson with Stan Van Gundy and Hall of Famer Grant Hill. Allie LaForce will be reporting from the sidelines. We've got the visitors facing the home team. Now the starting group for the visitors. And it's off from three-point range. And he drives in. The kick out to Fournier. Pass to Fall. Here's Vezinkov. There's the triple. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Yurtseven. Fournier covering. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Personal foul.
The officials were right on top of that one.
Athens shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Nails it from beyond the arc.
He's consistent from out there, especially when you give him that kind of room.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Well, here's what the head coach for Athens told me earlier. Yeah, guys, Coach mentioned how Domantas Sabonis can be a game wrecker in the paint. Coach told me we need to get big bodies on Sabonis and force him outside, make him move around. We need to knock him off the blocks if we can. So it sounds like the defensive game plan may revolve around Sabonis, guys.
And Allie, thank you for that. Here's Vezinkov. Pass to Fournier. Here's Fall. Here's Papanikolaou. Off target with the 3. Now here's Yurtseven. And another miss by Athens.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Pass to Vezinkov. And he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
Well, he led him with the pass there, almost like a quarterback timing a route. That was impressive.
Back to Osman. There's the 3. And the three-pointer goes. And it's a tie ball game.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Outside Fournier. Fires top of the key. Connects. The jumper drops. Fournier's got 5 now. 1:50 left in the first quarter here. Fournier covering. And he lays it up and in.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here's Vezinkov. From behind the arc. Knocks it down from distance. Vezinkov's got his second basket of the game.
Now you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out. Unselfish basketball. That's what coaches love to see.
Here's Fournier. He squares up and sinks it. 7 points in the game. 1 minute left to play in the first. That's his third basket in 5 shots. Solid work.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
The 3 is up. Offensive rebound. Pass to Fall. And there's a pick. Here's Vezinkov. 4 on the clock. The 3. Can't get it to go. 2 for 4 thus far. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's 7 a screen. Second shot opportunity, and the layup is good.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
To the left wing. Here's Vezenkov on the take. Count that bucket. Vezenkov's got 7 points.
See, now that layup isn't possible without the help of the pick.
Chalk up 2 there.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
And so both teams trading buckets as we end the first quarter. It's Athens up 1. And we'll be back shortly. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even on the scoreboard so far. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Athens?
Well, a lot of times you'll hear coaches yell, get the ball inside, and you can see why. Good things happen when you get the ball into the paint.
And another thing, they found the open man. Really playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball around there on the perimeter.
Brown with it. Launches it. Can't get his first shot of the game to fall. And for Athens, they set the pick. Here's Dorsey. Off the mark there with a 3. Now here's Brown. Driving in. It's good.
I mean, they've been relentless. Just keep getting shots at the rim.
Here's Evans, defended by Brown. Evans, that's good. 6 points for him.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
Outside none. And a great assist by Brown as that one goes in.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Here's Evans. And the layup is good off the glass. Evans has got 8.
Well, after a silent first quarter, this is who they needed him to be. This is why you never count a guy out.
Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Quarter 2 and about 2 minutes in. Here's the pick. Here's Dorsey. Nunn defends. Shot clock at 6. Here's Dorsey. The three-pointer off the mark. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not careful there. And a moment now to take a look at a terrific player who has earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
And you could not find a more deserving guy for this award. His ability to be whatever his team needs on both ends of the floor is an essential part of their success out there.
And yep, that's going to be a flagrant 1. Unnecessary contact.
You know, it's just hard to watch a player put the well-being of an opponent at risk. He rightfully earned that flagrant.
Yeah, the officials are all over that one, sending a clear message that that kind of roughness is unacceptable. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Evans. No good from outside. He got his defender off his feet with a pump fake, but couldn't knock it down. Lets it go. And off target. He starts the game 0 for 1. Here's Peters. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 5.
You like how their perimeter game is building out. They're feeling it right now.
And he goes in for the dunk.
Oh, man. He got fancy with that finish.
He may be trying to provide the spark they need to break this one open. Here's Evans, defended by Brown. They set the pick. Here's Dorsey. They get it back. Here's Peters. Sinks it from distance. Peters has got 8 here in this quarter.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
On the attack, none. And the shot goes.
Very little resistance around the rim right now. That's the 5th straight bucket they've given up in the paint.
Here's Evans, defended by Brown. Ooh, lots of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws will follow that whistle. The first one falls.
At the line for the away team.
Both good from the line that time.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
Athens trails by 7. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Counted, and he'll shoot one more at the line. And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Free throw good. Brown. Here's Evans. He's got 10. 52 seconds left in the first half of this one. Over to the wing. Let's go with a 3. Knocks down the triple.
All 5 of the last buckets they've given up have been from downtown.
Pass to none. From deep, 6 on the shot clock. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. And here they come. Such a wide open look. Dorsey's got his first 3 points of the game.
And they've made themselves easy pickings. Sloppy ball control creates an easily converted turnover. Hey, if you can't block it, sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Athens shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in this game.
2 shots.
Good on both. 15 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. Here's Evans, defended by Brown. Over to the left wing. Off target from outside. Deflected! And so that brings the first half to a close. Up 8. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half.
Welcome. To me, it starts with their effort. They have to become more active defensively to prevent easy look shot.
Yeah, the only way.
Okay, guys, now let's see. Thanks for tuning in.
And if you're just joining in, one half is in the books. One half to go. Outside Fournier. And there's a pick. Pulls up. The top of the key jumper is on the mark. Fournier's got 9. Athens trails by 10. From the arc. It's hauled in by Fall. And for Athens, here's Vazinkov. 7 points in the game. To the wing, right side. Counted from distance.
They've had a hard time shutting down the three-point shot.
Pass to Hernan Gomez. And a minute played as the second half gets going. Takes the 3. Hits the three-pointer. He's got 5.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
Vizinkov. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. On offense, here is Athens. It's a 10-point game. Third quarter here, over a minute and a half into it. Off target from three-point range.
Yeah, he's really scrambling to keep them in this game. Gotta respect that hustle.
The quick look, no good that time.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Yeah, it seems like everybody's jacking him up from way out there these days. You want guys to stay within themselves.
Takes a three. It's hauled in by Athens.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
First personal foul. First team foul.
And so it's Athens with it, trailing by 10. Yurtsevin, a screen on Fournier. Launches a three.
This is not how they wanted to start the second half. Just 1 of 5 so far.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. Pass to fall. 5 on the clock. Here's Vizinkov. The rebound by Osman.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
He drops it from range.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:56 left in the third. Soft touch off the glass.
Always a good possession when you can get that kind of look.
Athens trails by 9. Looking to get back on track, and he takes it up and lays it in. 7 points in the game.
Well, that's easy pickings for him. Unless the defense is all over him, he'll take that all day long.
They set the pick. Here's Panathinaikos. Sinks the tray.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, it's certainly worth it to disrupt the offense. Coaches notice that extra effort. Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Here's Panathinaikos over Hernan Gomez. Hits the target from 18 feet. There's 53 seconds left in the third quarter. The rebound by Vizinkov.
That's their plan, to get him an opportunity to finish in tight. That's a miss they can live with.
This one for 3. It's hauled in by Athens.
He just keeps firing from distance. I know he's trying to heat up, but at what cost?
Hernan Gomez, no good. There's the 3. And that one's good. Vizinkov's got 10.
And this is what you want to do when you've got a big lead. You must stay aggressive.
Yeah, they're being absolutely relentless. Building this lead in every way possible.
And that goes out of bounds. And they'll keep possession.
Substitution on the court.
Outside none. Takes a 3. Got a hand on it. Pass to Dorsey. Over none. The shot by Dorsey, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
And here at the end of the third, it's a double-digit ball game. Up by 12. After a quick break, we're coming right back with the start of the fourth quarter. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
Well, his height gives him the ability to see the floor, and he makes a quick decision and a great pass.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And he gets that one. Here's Evans. Going inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, excellent way to pad the lead.
Yeah, especially when it's your one throwing it down like that.
It shows you're able to attack the rim from any position.
From the arc. Pure from three-point range.
Yeah, showing off that ability to stretch the floor. Seems like everyone is a threat at the arc these days.
Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. Jacks up a three, gets the three to fall. Evans has got 5 points now in the quarter.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
They set the screen. Outside, Brown. Outside, Nunn. The three. It's not going to go for him.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Here's Peters. A deep three. Not going to go that time. Athens trails by 12. Offline with a three. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here comes the break. Hey, here's Nunn for three. Outside, Brown. Pass to Nunn. 6 to shoot. There's the triple. Doesn't go for him.
I mean, he's trying to shoot his way out of what's becoming a prolonged cold streak.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
Peters. It's hauled in by Athens. Outside, Nunn. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Fires from deep. The shot no good.
Well, he's trying to shoot his way out of it from distance, but look, he's got to find something easier.
Here's Evans. And all around the rim that time before dropping. Evans has got 7 points for the quarter. Now here's Brown. He's closely guarded.
There's no debate there. He got hammered.
First personal foul, first team foul.
Free throw good. Brown.
Taking 2.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. There's 1:54 left in the fourth. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Here's Evans. Drops in the threes. Evans has got 10 points here in the second half.
He's been so aggressive on offense, and with the results, you understand why.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
He's trying to find his shot, but at some point, you have to start making these.
Pass to Vizenkov. Puts up a deep three. The long-distance three is buried.
Really feels like they're in control. They've got a big lead with time dwindling.
Yeah, and at this point, the focus is take care of the ball, no needless fouls, and no threes.
The three ball. Here's your 7. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass.
Well, his rebounding is such a boost for this team, especially when it comes on the offensive end.
And they're running. And a miss there on the triple. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
The shot. The shot by Vizenkov, no good. There's 38 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. He buries it from 3. Here's Evans. Pass to Vizenkov. The three is up. Gets the three ball to go.
Exchanging buckets from downtown. That's been a staple of tonight's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
The visiting club takes the win on the road. To walk into enemy territory and deliver a performance like that says a lot about this squad.
They really came in looking confident.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, and thanks for joining us on this fine Thursday afternoon. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. It'll be the visiting team and Athens. Now the starting group for the visitors. Parker out there with Fall, and there's Anderson, and it's Zadaransky in at the point. There's Lucas, and right away they match it with a three-pointer of their own.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Leaner from distance connects. The jumper drops. 5 points in the game.
Oh, sweet lean in. Just no defense around. Probably could have gone straight up.
Here's Osman. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And now in transition is Parker. Here we go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Yeah, a lot of coaches might let you hear it for taking the three-pointer on the break, but I like the decision there. The D had already collapsed inside.
From downtown. A shot off that time. Well, Greg, I'm sure their coach is very pleased with their offensive flow right now.
I mean, it's harder than it looks to get it going like this. Now they just have to maintain it.
A little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. That one doesn't drop.
Boy, just 1 for 4. A little brisky right now.
Out of bounds, Athens takes possession. And for a look at how the competition stacks up right now, here's the latest edition of the Power Rankings. They tell a great story. They're moving on up, 4th spot in the rankings this time around.
When you look at this visiting team, they win one, they lose one. They think they're going in the right direction, then they seem to take a step back. It's been a season of inconsistencies so far.
Here's Osman. Athens with another miss.
And they're 1 of 5 to start this game. Just really haven't gotten into a flow offensively.
Zadaransky with it to the middle. Off target at the rim.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
And again, unable to change momentum here. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. Anderson outside, and that one ends up out of bounds. And they'll keep possession. So it's the visitors now. 6 to shoot. Pass to Parker from about 19 feet.
And despite that miss, a strong start for them offensively.
Lucas passes to Osman.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
And here is Yurtsevin. Back to Osman. There's the pick. For 3. Hits the three-point bomb.
Boy, I don't think he'll get a screen assist for that pick, but they get the points, and that's all that matters.
Screened by Parker. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played, and he gets the bucket.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Athens trails by 6. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Puts up a deep 3. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got 4 rebounds now tonight. .58 seconds left in the first quarter. Puts up a 3. Yurtsevin with the rebound. Out left to the wing. Offline with his 3.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Here's Satoransky. He's defended by Yurtsevin. Converts after the nice spin. 10 points for him.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Here's Lucas. Good on the triple. To the right side. Parker outside. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And we reached the end of the first quarter. Leading by 5. And we'll be back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And looking at what we've seen so far, guys, from the visiting team, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
6 on the shot clock. They grab their own miss. Goes back up, and the layup is up and in.
And that's a great play on the backboard for him. I mean, it's what we expect. All his second chance points do not come by accident.
They've got Metu, and it's Lapro Vidala in at the point guard position.
You simply must play better defense than that. This guy is too good from distance.
And here's Nunn. Beyond the arc. He can't hit that time.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Athens trails by 6. Here's Brown. Misses the layup.
I'll tell you, everything went right in terms of execution. He just can't get it to go.
Over to the left wing. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Pass to Abrinas. The 3. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Wow, you don't see him left alone very often, and of course, he makes good use of it.
Here's Dunn. Athens with another miss. He's covered by Brown. Here's Abrinas. There's a screen. Lets the 3 fly. Hits it from 3-point range. Abrinas has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Dunn looking around to stop the run. Rebound by Vesely.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
To the paint. Here's Abrinas driving inside.
And just tacks a few more points onto their lead with the tomahawk.
That's bringing it down hard. Buries it from 3-point range. 5 points in the game.
Well, for a big man, his stroke is just beautiful, and because of the height, it's so hard to challenge.
Vesely passes to Lapro Vidala. They set the pick. He lobs up the alley-oop pass, and it's Vesely missing.
And he saw the play develop, but the pass just wasn't there.
It was a really good thought for sure, but the lob has got to be better than that. Wow, this defense is blanking him down the stretch, and that's certainly hurting his team's chances.
Here's Abrinas, 11 points in the game. And he dunks it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
I tell you, you can't get stops if you're unwilling to put in the work.
And the 3 ball is good.
When the defense totally lost track of him, he punishes them with a 3-pointer. That's a bad decision.
Over to the wing. Pass to Lapro Vidala. There's a screen. Now Vesely. Got it off in time and beat the shot clock, but it's no good. Athens trails by 10. Got a piece of it. To the inside. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Right wing. Had a chance there to cut it to single digits, but it's off target. 30 seconds left in the first half. Aprinas the pass to Vesely. And Vesely slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. And so it looks like Athens will retain possession here. "19 seconds left in the first half. Now Nunn still without a basket. A second chance effort. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal foul.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Number 26.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Pass to Vesely. And Vesely slams it in.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. And that does it for the first half of play. Leading by 14. And we'll be back right after halftime to get the third quarter underway.
They don't want it enough. They're getting bodied up on the boards and doing nothing about it.
Yeah, they get bodied up on the score.
Moving on to our next. Thanks for joining us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Athens trails by 14. We've got Yurtseven, and it's Osman in at the power forward position. They set the screen. Fires for 3. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Parker out there with Anderson. And it's Fall in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Pass to Satoransky. Jacks up a 3. And it's Osman with the rebound. Now Athens with it. It's a 14-point game. And for Athens, we've got Yurtseven, and it's Osman in a power forward. It's good from long range.
And not the tightest D right there. And he's going to punish you if you give him that much space. That three-point shot is his bread and butter.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Launches a 3. That shot off.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
Clock at 6. And that goes out of bounds. And they retain possession. Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. 2 on the clock. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 13.
You can see why they go to this guy so often. More often than not, he's going to be very efficient like he is right here.
Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good.
Boy, as slow a start as you could have. Just 1 for 4 from the field. They're struggling.
Anderson outside. Satoransky sets a screen for Anderson. It's hauled in by Athens. Here's Lucas. Nailed from three-point land.
Well, the defense deserves to get burned. Absolutely no excuse for leaving him open.
Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Athens trails by 11. From deep, another three for Athens.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
Now, here's Satoransky. Hasn't made one yet. Fall passes to Parker.
2 minutes.
Driving the lane. Pass to Fall. Wide open. And no good.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
And they should, because it's when you start turning down that kind of look that your offense can start to bog down a bit.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
That one's good from the corner.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Osman kicks to Hernan Gomez. A three ball. Yurtsevin passes to Hernan Gomez. Puts up a three. Fall with the rebound. Fall's got his 8th rebound here tonight.
He's so frustrated. Hasn't had a make all game. It's making it very difficult for them to find any success.
Anderson outside. And Fall gets it to go.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Here's Osman, covered by Parker. Goes up on the wing. Athens with another miss.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
Oh, the lob to Parker. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Gets an open look and hits.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Screened by Parker. Three-pointer. That shot missing. Takes a three. And that one released in time, but no good. And we've watched 3 so far in this one. Up by 9. And the fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Here's Laprovitola. They've got Metu. And it's Vesely in at the 5 down low. Count it. Good.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and run out.
And he drives in. Abrinas with the bucket.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
From deep. Rebound by Vesely.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Pass to Brown. None with it. Lets the 3 fly. Rebound by Vesely. Vesely's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Abrinas. Launches it. Good on the 3-point shot.
Yeah, you have to make greater effort than that defensively. You know what he can do from range.
Well, to me, that's just inexcusable. You start to wonder how much they really want this basketball game.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
Substitution on the court.
About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. Drains it from beyond the arc.
And with that 3, his second of the half, he's equaled his total from before the break.
Got a hand on it. He lobs it up, out of bounds. Athens takes possession.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
And it's a completely new group for Athens. Athens trails by 12. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Here's Lucas. No good from outside.
What a nice individual defensive effort right there. Did a great job contesting.
Parker outside. Tries the spin move. Pass to Fall. Parker right side. Shot clock at 5. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. There's Lucas. Athens with another miss. No question who's been in control of this game.
Boy, they have really taken charge here.
Back to Parker. 6 to shoot. It's stolen by Hernan Gomez. Here's Osman. Hands it from downtown. Osman's going to back down to within single digits for Athens.
And this is what you want on both ends, to win the battle of effort.
And that's exactly what you can control, right? Your desire, your hustle, your will to succeed.
And now Athens on the break. There's Lucas. And right on through for another basket. He's got 5 made on 5 of 9 shooting. So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control is how they played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And here is Athens now. They trail by 7. A 3. Abrinas with a rebound.
When you're not in rhythm with the 3 ball, why do you keep firing from there?
To the left wing. Down low. Pass to Laprovitola. Drills the 3-pointer. Provitola's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Well, that's somebody who sees the whole floor and delivers it to the perfect wide-open shooter.
Hernan Gomez with the ball. And finished off by Hernan Gomez.
Ooh, put a little extra on that.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time. It counts. Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
Confident and composed on the 3-point shot at a critical juncture.
Driving to the basket. Here we go, 1-on-1. Here's Laprovitola. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is a textbook example of playing the possession and not the score. This team is doing a great job continuing to execute.
Shot and game clock separated by 5. Pass to Laprovitola. Fires from deep. Can't hit that one.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
Right, he stays connected, and great timing on the contest.
And so it's a victory for the road team in this one.